back in league play. That's an adjustment for me. So I'm hoping we can handle that. You know how important the league is to us. Tomorrow night, to me, shapes up as a great interleague game. They're a big-time program, talent, a lot of respect for their coach. He's a friend, and we're hoping for a big crowd and a great game. Any questions? I'll take them. Well, I try to analyze each team individually, obviously, and the things that stick out to me are their balance, their athleticism, and their rebounding dominance. Those are kind of the things. They have balance. They have a lot of guys that can get it in the hole. They have a lot of guys that can do different things well, and they rebound the ball, and they really make the game look easy at times with their athleticism and their style of play. Mike, I understand what you're saying. I just have a hard time admitting that. I feel like we need to get better at not turning the ball over, Mike. I think we need to get better at understanding situations, whether it's late game or end of half, or I think we need to improve at those things. Am I thankful that we've won 4 or 5, and am I proud of our defensive performances since Oklahoma? I am. And have I seen growth defensively and a focus and a mindset defensively and a pride? I have. And that's what I've been praying for, hoping for, pushing for 40 whatever games it's been, is for guys to take ownership of that end of the floor. I mean, Luke has been dominant at the defensive end of the floor. I'm not talking about the blocks. I'm not talking about rebounds. I'm just talking about his presence has been dominant, and we've won. And everybody in this room knows I've been preaching that since day one, March 26th of 07. The guy's got to do that. And those are the things that get me excited. Those are the things that maybe make me feel that, like you say, Mike, turn the corner, that ownership of that end of the floor, from where this team has come from when they were 3-22 in the country in defense. I love that. But we got another test tomorrow, and it seems like every team we prepare for has something different or something special that we haven't seen or that is real hard to guard. And, San Diego State will have something else too with their depth and how they play. So it's a challenge every week. I mentioned this before. Last summer, we talked about defending, rebounding, and running. And if you compare this team to last year, we're rebounding 35.1 a game. Last year it was 30. So we're getting 5 more rebounds a game. Our defense last year at this time was, 431 from the field. This year it's 397 defensive field goal possession. We have defended without fouling, which was a point of emphasis this summer in this training camp. And maybe the biggest stat that's changed the most is we've attempted this year 107 more free throws at the same time as we did last year. 107 more. We wanted to be able to drive the ball more, be more aggressive, get fouled in transition, get fouled in the half court, and I think we've improved that. So I guess it's defense, rebounding, Mike, and running the ball, and then driving the ball. Those were our goals over the summer to get better at, and our goals in camp. And if a fan is just catching up to us because of football, which is a damn good reason to just be catching up to us, I'm kind of proud of that reason. That's how it should be with what football's accomplished and done. And that's what they're going to see. That's what they're going to see. I also think our depth has improved, and we're hoping all those football fans that have rested up from the bowl game will come to the arena tomorrow night. Jordan Cyphers has worked hard. He's done extra workouts, extra lifts and he's a developing player, no different than Morgan Grimm or Jace Tavita. And, on any given night, one of those guys will play more than the other. I thought Tavita got a lesson under fire against Brandon Ewing, which I thought was great for his development to guard that guy. Just awesome for him to play against a top frontline senior and compete with him. And I envision Jace to be our stopper of the future, and I envision Morgan to be a contributor, tough guy, rebounder, role-playing forward, and I envision Cyphers to be a scorer. And I don't think anything's wavered in my mind from that track. And I like all three of those guys. Yeah, I do. You know what they do? They steal the ball. They steal the ball. They block the ball. I mean, they've got 48 more blocks than their opponents. They've got 30 more steals than their opponents. Their length is an issue, a big issue. Their athleticism is a big issue at the defensive end of the floor. And turnovers have been an issue for us. So it's going to be a challenge at the offensive end to get the looks we want and not turn it over. And obviously that's a big focus for us. Yeah, I mean, I like playing games. I like playing big games when you don't have school too. School is tough. So it's not the end of the world to play some big games when school's not going on. I just give them credit for playing that game, Mike. We've talked about scheduling and different theories of philosophies and theories of scheduling in our league, and I'm sure they're disappointed their streak ended, but what they did for the league to play that game, I think it's an awesome statement to play that game and to not play it downtown. And they might not have won, but I think it'll make their team better and tougher, and they'll learn from it and grow. And that's how I believe in the scheduling, and that's how, I just think it's great that they stuck their neck out there and took that chance, and I think you'll see benefits from that game, even though it's a loss for that group of guys. I just believe that. And there's no shame to losing to the number 6 team in the country. It's a good team. And you're right there, and I watched that game, and it was very similar to some of our losses where a few shots go down, it's a totally different story. They had the looks, they made the plays, ball's got to go in sometimes, and it didn't. But like I said, I got calls from half the guys in our league after we beat Gonzaga. Steve Fisher was a great one. Hey, that's what we have to do in our league to be a 3-4 bid league. We have to play the higher ranked teams, the BCS teams, and we have to beat them for our league to take the next step. And I got a lot of support, from the guys in the league. So Tim Miles called me, Steve Fisher called me. So Heath Schroyer was very complimentary on that, But I just think we have a terrific league. We got great coaches. I think we should have a 4-bid league. I really do. And hopefully we can all build to that. What is our league RPI right now, Johnny? I haven't even looked at it. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so that's good. What were we last year? I don't think we were that high last year, but